I'm Shigeo Ijui. I'm a torture sommelier. I know all kinds of torture methods humans have invented in the course of history. In the modern world, torture is seen as inhumane.
Just do as I say.
They might be criminals, but they still have human rights. We must not forget about that. Human rights. That was their argument. And some people feel remorse and try to make it right.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
But the world was an ugly place.
Nobody saw me. I'll just get rid of the body and...
Some try to cover up their mistakes by committing more crimes. That's why I still think torture is necessary. Gotcha! It was the only way to get true justice for the victims. You like melted steel? Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Serving true justice. That was my job as a torture sommelier. Today, I was meeting with a new client. So, tell me what happened. Okay, it was a young man. He was hurt pretty bad. He gripped his hands and started talking. I had a fiancée. Her name was Naoko. I could see the anger in his eyes. He was out to get revenge. You had? You mean, yes, she died 2 months ago. They killed her! I could hear the pain in his voice. 2 months earlier, my client was out on a date with his fiancée. They were relaxing in the park.
It's so quiet.
Yeah, this is nice.
They were just talking in the park, enjoying each other's company. But then...
Don't move! If you move, I'll shoot.
Huh? What the? Some guy came up behind them and put a gun to his head so he couldn't fight back. Then they put a bag over their heads. Then things took a turn for the worse.
No, stop! Naoto, help!
Don't fight back now! I'll kill you!
They threw her into their car.
I couldn't even see, and they just violated her right in front of me!
I'm so sorry to hear that. It was living hell for them. The client got beat up for hours for no reason.
Take that! Ah!
But then, Naoko, I'm so sorry! 12 hours later, they let them go.
But she lost her mind after that, and...
I understand. He lost her fiancé, and he didn't even know who was responsible. I can only imagine what he's going through. After losing his fiancée, he was out drinking by himself.
Got a table for two? Get us a good table!
These two guys walked into the store.
The other night, we went to the park and saw this skinny dude with this hot chick. You told me that already. You snatched them both, right?
What? It was them. The guys that assaulted them at the park. He attacked them without even thinking, but...
You little shit! Die, bitch! Ah!
He didn't stand a chance against them.
What's wrong with him? Is he crazy? Let's strip him naked and throw him out on the streets!
They beat the crap out of him and threw him out onto the streets. He went to the cops, but...
They assaulted us! It was them! I heard them talking!
But my client hit them first, and he didn't have any physical evidence to back up his claims.
We'll look into it, but you didn't actually see their faces, right? You sure it was them? I mean, what are the odds, right? Maybe it's just in your head.
The cops were useless. They didn't really take him seriously.
They don't feel any remorse for what they did! They're still out there! But Naoko, she's gone! This isn't right!
He was furious. I understand. I'll take care of it. I had to step in and make things right. That was my job as a torture sommelier. These guys, they destroyed their lives. And for what? They don't deserve to live. And if the law can't do anything about it, I guess I gotta do it myself. It's time to make them pay for what they did. By the time I'm done with them, they're going to wish they were dead.
I looked into them. This is their leader. I got his schedule too, right here.
Rukawa, look into it.
I understand.
Our target was this delinquent who lived in the city. He was a nobody.
His research was pretty thorough.
Well, hate is a strong feeling. There was no room for mistakes. Everything had to be perfect. We waited for him outside the hostess club.
Thank you.
Later!
He was so easy to find. He just stood out, you know? He was pretty big, but...
What the? Ah!
I'm your guide to hell. And I snuck up from behind and knocked him out. Easy peasy. We brought him back to the torture chamber and woke him up. Wake up, shithead!
Ah!
I stepped on his stomach to wake him up.
Where am I? Who the hell are you? Ah!
Shut up! Stop talking! Your breath stinks. I didn't have time to listen to their nonsense, but I still needed to confirm some facts. So, a few months ago, you assaulted a young couple at OO Park, correct?
What? What if I did?
I'd take that as a yes. That didn't take long. You ruined their lives. Unlike you, they had a future. Don't you feel any remorse?
Ha! Hell no! It's eat or be eaten out there. I can do whatever I want.
Interesting theory. Well then, I've heard enough. He's an animal. It's time to get rid of him. I understand. Alright then, let's get started.
What?
Rukawa, begin.
Roger that. What are you doing?
Rukawa started the preparations. He used a knife to make a hole between his genitals and anus. He was quite handy with the knife.
Ouch! Stop!
Shut up. This is just the beginning. This was nothing compared to what was about to happen. Next up, we insert this picket into his body through the hole we just made.
Ouch! My ass!
Hey, asshole. Look. Now we're gonna shove this thing inside of you.
You're joking, right?
No. I don't joke around about things like this. Then, I got down and jammed the picket into him.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Rukawa, get him up! 1, 2, 3!
Ah!
It was halfway in. Time to lift him up. We were almost done.
Ah!
All right, all done. Rukawa, nail it down.
Yes, sir.
This was a famous torture method known as impalement. You make a hole between the genital and the anus and shove a picket through the body. The picket had a round tip, so it didn't damage any of the organs. The weight of the body pushed the picket further in, making the victim suffer for a long time. Vlad the Impaler, the guy they molded Dracula after. Those invaders make me sick. Impaled them and lined them up so everyone can see.
Yes, sir.
He used this method to show his enemy what he was capable of. Sometimes the victims survived for days.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
How does it feel, huh? Now you know how that girl felt. It was time for him to suffer. Hey, shithead, it's not too late. Tell me what you did.
Help me, please!
You sorry for what you did? If you want, I can help you.
I am! Please help!
I'm kidding. You don't deserve to live.
Ah!
Later. Have fun.
Ah! Help!
We left him there for a day. The next morning, the guy was dead. Already? They'd always die so quickly.
Yeah.
I called my client to tell him it was done. It's done.
I see. Thank you.
I always kept it brief with my clients. The less they knew, the better. My job was to help my clients get true justice. It wasn't pretty, but if it helps them move on with their lives, so be it.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our other videos. And please subscribe to the channel.